Hello everyone, my name is Walter White. Today I'm going to tell you about the periodic table. But before I explain how it works, we will have to go back in time to the ancient Greeks. Back then people thought the world around us was made up of 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Many years later, a scientist called John Dalton had the idea that all elements consisted of the same atoms, but with a different size or weight. Knowing this, people started to measure the weight of atoms from different materials. The weight of the atoms is called atomic mass. A German chemist called Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner later found out there was logic behind these numbers. He found out that the atomic mass of bromine fell exactly in between those of chlorine and iodine. With this information, a scientist known as Newlands made a periodic table based on the atomic mass of an element and discovered that certain elements in the same group acted similar. For example, lithium and sodium are both soft metals that react to water. But the system wasn't perfect. For example, copper is in the same group as lithium and sodium but doesn't have much in common with them. And there was another flaw. The system only worked for the first 3 rows horizontally. Many people thought this was purely coincidence, but he was on the right track. In 1869, a Russian scientist called Mendeleev improved Newland's system by rearranging certain elements and keeping certain spots open for undiscovered elements. He was so convinced of his system that he thought he could predict certain properties of elements before they were discovered. This was proven to be true when an element called germanium was discovered in 1895. This element had the exact properties of an element Mendeleev predicted many years prior. But there were still some issues with the system. For example, Mendeleev had to rearrange certain elements in another order to make this system work. But the real breakthrough came when a chemist called Henry Moseley discovered every element sent out different Runge frequencies. Based on these frequencies, every element was assigned a different atomic number. And putting those numbers in order from lowest to highest, he made up the periodic table that we still use to this day. This is what it looks like. You can see that all elements on the right are colored green and those on the left are yellow. The ones in between are colored purple. The yellow ones are metals. The green ones are non-metals. And the purple ones are metalloids. They aren't metals nor non-metals. Anyways, I have to go make some methamphetamine and see you all around.